how-to video on how to capture visible protein gel using Genesis image capture software, you'll be shown how to 1. Position your sample, 2. Acquire an image, 3. How to save or export images, 4. Export to analysis software. When you open Genesis from the icon on the desktop, you will see the home page. On the home page, select Gels and then Visible Protein Gel. To ensure maximum resolution, use a sample size pop-up to set the sample size to ensure that your sample fills the screen. For this example, we will select 18 by 8 centimeters. The system will automatically zoom to select the sample size, but don't worry, you can always adjust this later if needed. Select which stain you're using from the list shown on the dye selection page. To reduce the number of dyes shown, select the Show Recent Selections Only. For this example, select Kamasi Blue. To view the full list of available dyes that your system can visualize, simply uncheck this box. For all visible light applications, Syngene offers an optional visible light converter screen that converts UV light to visible light. When using the visible light converter screen, place the converter screen on top of the UV transilluminator, inside the darkroom, with the white side facing upwards. Place your gel on top of the converter screen in a central position. Close the door and the UV light will turn on. Adjust the iris and the focus using the lens controls. If your sample is particularly bright, you may need to close the iris to help with focusing. Focus the image until the bands are nice and sharp. Once happy, press the capture button. The software will automatically determine the optimal exposure time without ever saturating your image. If the image in the background lighting looks uneven, select to perform dynamic fielding. Dynamic fielding is used to correct for any uneven light. Genesis will take you through a step-by-step procedure that will produce a great image with a corrected background. If you're regularly capturing similar images, you can save these settings as a protocol, which will be saved on the home screen. The image information box also carries useful metadata that is stored alongside your image. And there is the option to add free text about your experiment. Also, this is particularly useful when reviewing images in the future. Use the histogram or the contrast slider bars and gamma correction if required to make fine adjustments to the brightness and contrast, making it easier to see fainter bands. To save the image, select the Save icon. From the pop-up, you can edit the file name. This will save the image in the SGD format. The SGD format is a fully GRP compliant format that ensures the image and the data integrity, essential for LAS with 21 CFR compliance requirements. If you prefer to save your image as a TIFF, JPEG or BMP format, then use the Save As icon to export images as displayed or as captured. You can also select the DPI and the bit depth. when working as a TIFF image. You can quickly quantify your bands using QuickQuant. Or if you want to add molecular weight markers and quantities, export your image to GeneTools analysis software using this icon.